6:59. It's 7 o'clock.
There you go.
All right, call meeting order 7 o'clock, and it's noted everyone is here except Dana tonight. So, Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And mission statement, Viroqua area schools will nurture excellence, unlock potential, and ignite passion. Committee reports, compensation, Kim?
We met tonight and went over job descriptions and everything looks good. A lot of new job descriptions to keep on top of that task.
And budget and finance, Angie?
Yes, so we met tonight as well, and we received 3 different scenarios for what a referendum would look like for our district for the next 4 years. And the committee chose scenario 1, which is 1.8 million for 4 years each year, and it includes funds for capital improvements that we need. So that was our recommendation.
Starting.
It would start in 2027.
But not
The
for,
academic year, 2027.
not for capital improvement.
The referendum. No, this says
Capital improvement?
includes funds for capital.
Oh, includes, includes. Yeah.
Any questions? Thank you.
Any visitors? Assuming no visitors tonight. Chair report.
I'm gonna say no.
All right. And consent agenda. So approval of agenda, proof of public notice, July meeting minutes, check summary 1 in the amount of $677,456.73. We don't have any retirements or resignations. We do have 2 appointments. Austin Jones, physical education teacher in the high school, middle school, welcome him back. And Trevor Ronning, grades 7 and 8, science teacher, for 1-year position there.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? And check summary 2.
I move to approve check summary 2 in the amount of $708,645.50.
Second.
In favor?
Aye.
Against? Abstentions?
I abstain.
And resolution authorizing the school district budget to exceed revenue limit for 4 years for non-recurring purposes.
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution authorizing the school district budget to exceed revenue limit by 1.8 million per year for 4 years for non-recurring purposes.
Second.
Okay, any discussion?
So that's, the 1.8 is more than we actually need. 1.6 would be for 4 years.
So when you review the amount that was sent out, the extra that's on the first 2 will actually be put aside because of the second 2, because we would be short in a little bit in year 3 and 4.
But 1.6 would do that also.
Doesn't cover us for the last year, the 1.6.
Awful close.
Right, and it doesn't include capital expenses.
This one does include some capital expenditures.
So we have 10-12% less kids than we have now. And we're gonna be talking 49% increase in tax levy.
It's a difference of, what was it, 13 cents? 13 or 14 cents, what was
Yeah,
that?
one,
It was a difference of 13 cents per 100,000 between the two as far as mill rate.
Yeah, we go from 7.33 million of tax burden locally to 10.9 on 3031.
It does cover capital expenses, and we still need the same programs, and we have made reductions, a lot of reductions, but you still need the same classes also. And we don't exactly know, we're projecting what those numbers are, but we don't exactly know what those numbers are. We also don't know what the state is going to do for funding as well.
yeah, looking at the difference, the 1.8 average mill rate was 7.16. 1.6 for 4 average mill rate was 7.02 per thousand.
I guess I was
He was
just looking
talking
at the
about-
red and the black numbers.
Right.
Being
So
really
at the
close, but
beginning-
just where that, right.
Right.
Yep,
The
no, I
beginning,
understand.
there will be more, during our meeting that we discussed, there would be more for us. At the beginning, we put that money aside for when we don't have enough.
Any other discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Against?
I,
Abstentions? Okay, motion passes.
I move to approve the resolution providing for a referendum election on the question of the approval of the resolution authorizing the school district budget to exceed revenue limit by 1.8 million per year for 4 years for non-recurring purposes.
Any other discussion on that?
I'm sorry, I missed the second.
Sorry,
Second.
is there a second? Yep.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Information, discussion, donations over $100. Thank you to a generous donation from Royal Bank in the amount of $12,500 for the high school, middle school, and elementary school scoreboards. So appreciate just the generous donation, and really appreciate the community coming together for the sake of our schools.
is there any naming things on those? Like,
Oh, yeah, good question. Any naming rights?
There will be scoreboard toppers in each one of those pits with their logo.
Let's see, district administrator, staff inserts.
Yeah, all I have to share is that we will have all of our staff back tomorrow. We will, they will get right straight into their classrooms in the morning. The Lions Club is providing lunch for them at the Park Bowl tomorrow. And then we'll come back, they'll do some work in their buildings, and then we will have an all-staff gathering at 3 o'clock to do some training in emergency response and Act 89 as required by DTI. And then on Wednesday, the administrative team is leading them through some work on kind of just strengthening the pieces that we have in place already and unifying some of the work that we're doing throughout the school district. So that will happen on Wednesday. Thursday, they will be back in their classrooms preparing for open house that evening. And you're all invited and welcome to any of those activities if you want to. We will be welcoming all of our new staff back to the two that you approved tonight. And then we made an adjustment in Montessori, moving Para to a classroom position. She's a certified teacher. And so we have all of those in place at this point in time.
Is that position posted, or is it just a long-term sub and you'll post it?
The Montessori,
Yes,
it was posted.
but I mean, at this point.
We
Are
We'll reserve the right to post it again next year if we need
Next
to. Yep, she has agreed to take that position for a full year. And we're working on the certification to move her from para to teacher salary. So,
Super good move.
It's good news.
Will there be another para in that
Yes.
classroom then?
yep, we'll post for that. Yep, Pat's working on a plan.
Daily.
August is always fascinating, isn't it?
Moves into September.
Quicker than you know. That's all I have.
Thank you. Administrator reports, back to school updates, fall activities, and 4K jumpstart. Yeah, if you want to do.
Sure, hey, Paul. It's better to come up, stay here, come on up. Similar to what Jeremy said, yeah, back to school. I know we're only starting a week early, but it seems like it's like a month early. August went super fast, but it's exciting. And it's exciting to get staff back together because I got lots of good ideas when I'm alone in July. But the power of these ideas, when we're together in the collective ownership and responsibility of those plans. And I feel like probably this year, for one of the first times in my career, that we have 100% goals as a district. And it ties in with everything aligned with what I was planning anyway, and it works because it's all together. It's not any different than what Steve's doing or Jason's doing. We're all working collectively. And then to get our staff to own that as well. My charge tomorrow is to start our 100% vision and really define that. So we're all working hard, and we're working way too hard to get the results we're getting. So it's being clear on what exactly are we working towards. And to me, that's every student, every day, 100% committed to student success. But then taking that and defining each part of that so that it isn't what I think and what you think. Well, I'm already doing that. You might be, but how you're doing it might be different than how I'm doing it, and work together to achieve that. And that'll get us closer to those goals. So it's something that I've preached but never been as clear and really focusing on. Was it the people? Is it our processes? Or is it clarity of all of us working the same direction? And then we can work on our processes and our systems that build into that same vision. So that's my starting point tomorrow, and I'm excited and wish I had like another day because I probably have more than an hour's worth of stuff to whittle down to share with staff. But it's exciting for me, it's exciting to feel that way going into year 21 of being in education, to be like this is what we got to do. And as a district to be on the same page. So that's exciting. And it's just exciting to have staff back, and even more exciting next week when kids come back. We did the National Night Out, is that just last week? 2 weeks ago. Okay, it was 2 weeks. It seems like, it was, it's one more night, and I would love to go home and see my kids. And they're not home anyway because they're running around. But then you get there and, a little 5-year-old comes up and gives you a hug. It's like, yeah, that's why we do this. So it's pretty cool. Which leads
in
in
a big Connect Four too.
Yeah, Connect Four. Won't mention Leanne Marion's kid that came back and he beat me like 3 out of 4 times. He was good. And that leads into 4K Jumpstart was just last week. Teacher in service we had going on, so I didn't see much of it, but our elementary 4K and the Montessori 4K invite the incoming 4K students in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 8 to 11. And it's a great time for them to just know, with nobody else in the building, to like, here's how you get dropped off, here's where your classroom is, here's where the bathrooms are at lunch, like to really just slow it down when there isn't a lot of other kids there. So it's we've done that pretty much every year since I've been here. It's a great way to get them used to the building. So that was very successful. Lots of kids there. Only a few tears I heard on the first day. Not wanting to leave mom or dad, so.
I was gonna say it was the teachers.
Yeah.
They didn't want the kids to leave.
Exactly. Yeah, the other big message I think for staff is too the power of and. Summer went fast, and it was awesome that we had this time to recharge and be ready for the school year. So it's never one or the other. Like, this job's hard and it's super rewarding. So hopefully we keep that focus and get closer to our goals. Questions on any of that?
How many kids were at Jumpstart, do you have any idea?
I don't have the exact number, but there were a lot of, if, I'd say 3/4 of every class at least. Yeah, it was like 15 or 16 in each class. Yeah, it was cool.
Steve,
No, I really can't. For this time, I think I'm gonna be the one with the least amount of words. 'Cause I think Jeremy did a really nice job of outlining what the staff experience is gonna be like over the next couple of days. And I think I cannot do better than what Pat was saying as far as the experience and the feeling that I have as well. Going into the school year of the alignment from the work that we're doing at the district level to what we're doing at the building level, to all the way what we're doing in the classroom level with the students. It'll be really exciting to see what that momentum carries us to do when we're all focused on those same goals. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a whole lot really more to share about those things. Really excited, even like driving up to the school in the last week, right? Every single day, there's more and more kids that are here for different activities. And that's only going to increase. So that it really does get the blood pumping, get me really excited about the school year and things that are coming up here. So and as far as like activities, not really starting yet, like just starting, right? So more to come as far as like updates on that. But yeah, just really excited about that. Yeah.
Steve, bring up your civic things you're trying to do and the
Oh,
kids
sure.
you're gonna bring to the building
Yeah,
and how
so-
you're doing that.
Yeah, I talked a little bit about that last month, right, with
Yeah.
Flock Time. Part of the effort with Flock Time, and I guess some updates with regards to that. We did identify an SEL curriculum. We're gonna go with Character Strong this year, which I really love that program for a number of reasons. From the tier 1 experiences, learning experiences that students have in the classroom, to some of the tier 2 and tier 3 resources to help out not just our teachers in building the connections, making sure all students feel like they belong, have the social skills to be able to navigate the stuff in school and outside of school. But like those tier 2 and tier 3 resources to help our student services team help out our teachers in meeting all those goals too. The part that you're referring to is part of that effort as well, is these connections that we're making with community partnerships to be able to give students an opportunity to actively contribute and give back to the community that supports them every single day, right? The number of conversations that we've already had in this board meeting of how the community shows up and wanting to have students feel like they're not just passive recipients of these things, right? That we are active members. So one of those efforts, we're gonna have some 8th graders in groups of 10 coming out for this Eckert Park build. Kim is kind of heading up the effort to feed the volunteers. And so to make it so that she doesn't have to try and do that alone, some of our 8th graders are gonna go out there and help feed those volunteers. That's not gonna be all of the 8th graders, but I wanna make sure that they all have an opportunity to contribute as well. So the next week, Kim connected me with the individuals that I needed to talk to. So I eventually got a hold of Kale and the rest of the 8th graders, or maybe even more, that aren't feeding the volunteers, helping feed the volunteers the week before, are gonna come out and help spread the mulch, which it sounds like you said 6 semi.
6 semi-loads.
It's gonna be a lot of mulch. So even though the 8th graders might not have the technical skill to help with the building pieces, I don't want to put them necessarily in those situations. And helping spread mulch, it's going to be an excellent example of many hands make for light work. hopefully.
Wheelbarrow.
Yeah, wheelbarrows, lots of wheelbarrows, lots of spreading mulch. So that's just one example. Met with the Watershed Network for 6th grade to also, it lines up perfectly with the 6th grade science curriculum that is going to be new for us this year. Give them an opportunity to go to the water in our own community here, right in the Driftless region, do some testing in the water to understand like nitrates runoff, the idea of how the interconnectedness of all the things that we do, pull some invasive species, plant some native species, some really cool hands-on learning for them, and met with with members of the Driftless Humane Society. Fifth graders are going to be helping out there. Really excited. And with all of these partnerships, with all these things, the conversations with those different groups, it's been, we don't want it to be forced and contrived, right? We're not coming out there because we're checking a box. Like, we legitimately want all of these different individuals, partnerships to communicate to us, what do you have on your plate that feels heavy? Because again, like, many hands make for light work, and we've got some kids that are not just awesome human beings that can make some great contributions, but will just become greater human beings for having that appreciation and understanding of what it's like to contribute to something bigger than themselves. So thank you, Kim, for calling that out. I guess I should have said something. Thank you for that. Any questions for me? Yeah, thank you.
So Jason did share his reports with each of you. Do you have any questions about what is in there? We anticipate high school attendance in person will be slightly higher than last year because we have less students online and less students at Better Futures. So that's a good thing. He's going to reintroduce his building leadership team this year and is making some plans around that. And a principal advisory team for students to serve on. Yeah.
Are those the students, do you think those are the students that will be coming to our meetings?
This will include underclassmen as well.
Oh, okay. Would they be coming?
Potentially,
Maybe,
yeah,
maybe.
potentially,
That'd be great.
yeah, potentially.
I know historically when we've done it, they've brought some good feedback to us.
Absolutely.
And the administrative team probably
Sure.
primarily, but
It's always been seniors in the past, but it doesn't have to be.
Great.
good ideas wherever you find it.
Yep.
Any other questions? And I do just want to say thanks to just the admin team, just everything you guys did over the summer, a lot of work going in, National Night Out. Got to experience watching some good gameplay and just a lot of interaction, which
Fun night.
just a great night in general, but then to be able to see the kids and see them outside of school and not be so scared. So it's just kind of fun to see that. So thanks for everything you guys are doing. So hopefully we keep that energy going into the year, throughout the year, and really have some success on our new goals that we put together. So looking forward to seeing how that all turns out. Board report, VAM's update.
I'll let Pat go because I missed part of the meeting, but one thing I did want to bring up is that hopefully we can maybe at between some committee meeting or before some meeting or something, just do a little tour of the work that they did with the outside, the group that's doing the outside. I know they're still doing a little more stuff, but that would be good to see all the stuff that they've done out in the different areas. And I know Better Futures is gonna use some of it for some activities and stuff like that. And then I'll let Pat finish with whatever else from the meeting.
Yeah, their outdoor learning committee has been super active. Got school forest, some trails, safer trail to get down there, and bringing in some goats to take care of some invasive species. Pretty cool. Goats.
Are they gonna be
They
there
won't.
during school?
No.
When all the kids are gonna run to the goats.
Cool. They will. No, hopefully before school starts. Got some outdoor planters, looking at outdoor seating, like natural seating, like some boulders and things to bring over to the small woods, is that what they call the area here, middle school? Small woods. Which is the, that little area right by the softball field, which you think it's just some trees, but there's kind of a nice little path through there, and it's on a natural hill that could be a cool space to bring your students and learn, and have some seating for them. And really, they're really focused on improving VAMs, looking at a playbook or some things some of the members went down to Milwaukee and got a tour of some of the public Montessori schools in Milwaukee. We came back with some good ideas that we can incorporate, some we have in place, some we can learn from, like look for what should a Montessori class have in place. I've got a checklist, and they've brought back a checklist that we can kind of compare. yeah, just how they can support staff as we come back to get the year started. Be visible at the back to school night Thursday, throughout the school year to support staff. So,
I have some boulders. No, no, really.
Can you just bring them over?
That's the problem.
I know,
That's kind of like a rare.
No, from when we built our house 30 years ago, there are some boulders, and they're like, "Would you want us to take them?" And I said, no, but they're in the woods, they're not far in the woods, but it would be a tad challenge, not too bad. I'm not gonna
Seating
do that.
size boulders or?
They're probably, they're big boulders.
It's worth a conversation, Mr. Jarman.
I offered them for our playground to use, so.
Yeah, follow up on that. All right, thanks for that update, appreciate that. Laurel, sounds like we will know more after next week, so,
Yeah, they have a meeting on Wednesday.
okay. And workshop planning update.
I anticipate in September, your workshop will be going over kind of the data page and how we're going to collect the information that we're going to collect to share with you as we start measuring those goals. I will be on the road that night to Fall Superintendent's Conference, but just like last year in September, a very capable team will lay out kind of what the plan is and how we're gonna collect things. That's how we will start in September. In October, we will do our business linkage and do that the same night as a Perkins preview. Perkins is the grant that funds much of CTE. And so we're going to do a preview that evening. The CTE teachers are planning to be here with students and show off that area and invite our community in to see those pieces as well. And we'll kind of do both of those things on one night. That will be our October workshop.
Do we have a time yet?
We have not anticipated changing the time because we know that there's still a Wednesday.
Wednesdays, is that on the 23rd?
Third, it depends on when Fox.
Sometimes the third Wednesday doesn't follow the
Exactly,
Right.
few
Mondays.
times,
Yeah.
it doesn't. 'Cause they
As far
were
as we know, it's still gonna be 4:00.
4:00,
4 o'clock?
okay. Just wanna make sure I have. Which is fine.
Is that right? 4:00?
Yep, it's 4:00. Just wanted to make sure I had correct.
Scheduling life.
Once
10
the-
days, maybe you better make it.
Once the dust settles on this week, we'll share all those dates with you. You can
That's
see
fair.
all.
That's fair.
I said, give him 10 days.
Yeah.
That's fair. We're flexible. WASB legislative update, like everything, I think right now is funding and referendum and so we have a couple of the districts meeting tonight as well. Trying to figure out how we're gonna do that. So it was interesting when you look at DPI releases estimated 26-27 general aid, that 59.9% of Wisconsin's 421 districts, so 252 districts are projected to receive less general aid for 26-27 than they did for 25-26. 38% are expected to receive more. 92 districts are expected to have the 15% decrease in aid, which is the maximum decrease allowable under the state's hold harmless provision.
Yeah, they can't cut you too deeply, too quickly. They're sort of capped there.
So 92 districts that are just, they're getting as bad as it can get. So when we start talking about referendum, obviously, it gets into Act 10, some things, it's the rules of the game. And so we have to figure that out. We all wish we had a crystal ball and how we're projecting and what we think the state is gonna do for the next 2, 4, 6 years. So we'll see how that plays out. Dan Rossmiller, probably old news for some of you, but he is the head of the WASB, is retiring in February 27, so we'll see if leadership change, if there's anything there. have more to come, coming out of conference, who's taking that position, and things like this. That's what I have for right now. Anything else for the good of the cause? Adjourn,
So moved.
Second.
in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everybody.